Hello, good morning, and it's Sharon here, and welcome to my channel. Now today I'm using up some card supplies I've got. When I moved house, obviously I did a lot of clearing out. I didn't want to get rid of my card supplies, and I've got these little envelope cards, sort of flip flappy cards, and I've also got these sort of tag fold cards. So I am going to do something with these on another video. These today, one of these today, and then what I'll do is I'll put the envelopes into journals, coffee tea dye them and put them into journals. Now what I've got to do is I've also gone and got some freebie from last year from Artie Mays. So I printed off all her freebies from last year, and she'd got some lovely papers. Some of mine haven't printed very well because I had to clean the print head, but I thought for this project they'd be fine, they'd be okay. So I'm going to use that one, and I've also got Roxy Creations background papers, so I'm going to use this as well. And then I've got the bits of sort of ephemera from Roxy Creations from last year. Not Roxy Creations, Artie Mays freebie. So to start off with, I'm going to do this bit, but as I'm going to be sticking this, no, where am I? That way round. Ah, hang on, that's way round. Big bit at the bottom. Sticking that onto the journal card. I'm going to go slightly over on here. So bearing in mind I'm going to be cutting out the middle. So I don't want something that I'm going to lose the space, the nice prints on for something else in the future. I'll put that there. Bring that down, and about there I'll cut. So how are we all doing today? Are we all okay? It's a beautiful morning here, but cold. It has now gone quite cold here. Which way? I'll do it that way. We're down to, in the mornings, about 6 or 8 degrees in the mornings. I mean, we're lucky enough that by lunchtime it's picked up and it's nice weather. So that is one good thing. And it goes up to about 18, 19 during the day. All right, put that, whoops, that way around. That there, yeah, and I'm using my block so that which I haven't turned upside down, because these are actually glossy sort of papers. I mean, you could piece, what do you call it, collage over the front here. Oh dear, right. Yeah, so the weather has turned rather here, and not tomorrow, this is Monday, Wednesday when this comes out, I will be having my fire fitted, my log burner fitted. So we've got to go and get a log delivery. So at the moment we're using a small fan heater just to take the chill off. We don't need it to be warm, we just need to take that chill off and get the temperature indoors up to about 24. That way around, wasn't it? So I'll take it just up to the fold, up to the top there. I can trim off afterwards if I need to, which I probably will. and I've gone and done it all over. That was very silly of me, but this will be cut out, so that's not such a problem. And what I'm doing is I just make a hole in the middle, cut out to the corners like this. Ooh, so yeah, and the porch, well, we're all sealed. I think I've said that before, but we still haven't got around to ordering the plasterboard for the walls, so we need to do that. Right, so there, you need to just pull that over. I'll just go a little bit further there. There, and I'll go a little bit further there and there. You don't want to go right to the edge, but pull that right over like that, and then the same there, over like that, and then I just go around and I'll trim these pieces off. And then glue these down. Where's the glue? There. This glue does dry very quickly. It's quite good. Another reason I like using it sometimes. Well, that's not folded over far enough. I really need to pull that over. That's it. And there, you're not going to see this because I'm going to make a pocket. Goes over like that. So this is like this, and you've got this gap here. Now what you could do is put some of those cellophane bags, put one of the front of one of them on there. I'm not going to. I'm putting that over and making a pocket. So what I'm going to do is cover this side, and I'm going to cover with a piece of this that I've got left over that way. I'm going to the top part of it, there. So I just need to trim a bit off the side, because again with this it doesn't really matter if you've not got it all covered because you're gluing. So I'll just trim that bit off as well. There. This was from something else I'd been cutting out. Again, this all came with this freebie last year. I'd clean forgotten about it, and I was going through clearing up everything in my computer and found it and thought, I've got to use it. So I'm going to put that on there. So put this onto here. There, and that's going to come over and stick there. Before I do that, I need to cover this and this, and that's where I've got the Roxy Creations paper. So this has got some wording on, so I better get it up the right way. I'm going to put the glue onto this and then cut round it, as I think that will be easier. Ooh. So let me know in the comments what you're all up to. Are you doing Christmas? I've begun. I don't know how long I'm going to do it for. Trouble is, I should have started Christmas earlier. I've got all these lovely ideas and just haven't got very far with them. Like that. Right, while that's just drying, I've got these, and that's gonna, have I done that right? Yes. No, I haven't. That's going to be the glued side, isn't it? There. Oh, that's right. Yes, of course it is. Honestly, it gets a bit confusing. I am confused. Not hard, I know. So I've got these cards that came with it all. Ooh. So I'm thinking of putting that into there. That's the Angel Gabriel. Or the angel, because then you can see a bit more there. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that one. And what I've got is find some paper that I can put it onto. I'm hoping I've got some in my scraps. Okay, well that was a bit disappointing. I didn't have any, so I've had to get some of this, which is a nicer side. I'll put it like that. So I'm just going to stick this onto here. Normally I'd probably use tacky glue when I'm doing the journal cards or tags, but as I need it to dry, I'm just quickly doing it like this so that this will dry and I can trim everything up. And then like that. So I'm going to leave that to dry now. Over there. Okay, and then this I'm going to cut. Cut along here. And then up the side. Yeah. Yep, so that will go like that and like that. So I now need to stick a piece onto here. So I think I'll go this side. As I say, that's coming over like that. So and that will bend there. I'm just going to put a bit of glue down there. I could have gone over a little bit further, I think, but I didn't. Like that. Oh, and I am getting all excited. We've been looking at a quad bike so that we can bring things across on the put a trailer on the back to bring things across the land that we've got here. But the problem, well, it's not a problem, we've just got to go looking for one. There was a piece here that was over the edge there. Yes, we've got to go looking for one. So Mark the other day decided to go on Milia Nuncius, which is like a Spanish eBay, and he found second-hand ones on there because we don't need them what they call matriculated. We just need, because it's not going out on the road, so we don't need to have it all the paperwork. And over here, if you have something like a quad bike, even a trailer here, you know, you put on the back of your car, you have to have it all matriculated and pay tax on it and all be legal, and it has a little MOT every year. So they treat it like a car. Unfortunately, I think it's another hangover from a previous, how shall I say, regime. I love Spain, but they do have they did have Franco, and it was all about making money. So everything was taxed, everything was charged for. And some of the laws haven't yet been changed. They're getting there. They are getting there. They're doing very well. Right. Bearing in mind they've only had 40 years of democracy, whereas the UK's had 400 years of democracy. Okay. Right, I'm quite pleased with that. So that's how it ends up. And the next thing is I've got, now I didn't know whether to do red or brown, because you've got the little bit of white here. What I could have done was folded it over and then sort of glued up to there. Wasn't sure how that would work though. There's the front there. So either I'm going with the red or I'm going with this sort of browny colour. I don't know what colour you'd call this. Oh dear, I don't know, you see. I think they both go quite well. Oh boy. I think I'm going to go with the red. It'll pull the reds out in the... and also I've got the red inside, haven't I? I want to put some down there as well. Yeah, I'm going with the red. I've got to cut this next. I'm cutting along there. So yeah, we're looking at a nice quad bike just to drive around here. I've got a feeling when the grandchildren come over next year, we're going to have to buy some little helmets. Because I'm sure they'll be sitting on the back, thoroughly enjoying it. That is another reason, isn't there, to get one. So the grandchildren have got one. My eldest is 8, and then I've got a 7-year-old, and then I've got a 2 2-year-olds, and then the new one coming in I don't know when, next week or so, hopefully. Then I'll be off to the UK to see her. But also, I've got 2 step-grandchildren, and they are 8 and 12. So I am sure, pretty sure, they will enjoy going on the quad bike. I don't know why I'm doing that bit, because we're actually going to put the sari silk over that, aren't we? So I have no idea why I was doing that bit at all. So yes, tomorrow we're going, which is Tuesday, I run a jewellery class in a local town, Ciudad Quesada, with a friend. And afterwards we're going to go order our plasterboard for the porch, but also opposite is the quad bike shop. So we're going to go and have a look. Is it wrong that in my 60s I really want to go on a quad bike and ride around? I'm really looking forward to that. Right, so now I'm going to put this down here, and to do this I'm just cutting it roughly. Can always trim afterwards. Okay, so I've put that down like that. Now I've got this just to put in, so I'm just going to cut a piece. This particular sari silk is really fraying quite a lot. The brown one didn't seem to do it so much. So like that, and then I'm going to get my nice copper staples, put this on here, do you know what I don't like? It moves, so I think I will just glue it down a little bit. Do you find that? I find this bit very fiddly. And then a little bit of glue there, just to hold that down while I staple. Like that, that's a bit easier. We go. And then this can just go in there like that. And then what also I thought, when it goes onto the, take this one for instance, this piece, if it goes onto a side, no, I can't take that bit because it's not a full page. Here we go. Duh. If it goes onto the side of a page like this and you're sticking it there, you could also just stick around the three sides and put another tag in there. The other thing I was thinking is put a clip on the side, because this is quite bulky and quite stiff. However, I made this one yesterday and I've had that with the clip on overnight and it's actually gone quite flat. So I might tend to just put it with a clip overnight, and then it will probably stay okay in the journal. One of the other things I think I'll stick on is one of these. Christmas time. How about that there? I think that's nice. So I'll put that on there. So I'm off out for lunch today as well to, oh no, I've got my COVID jab first. Yep, got my COVID jab at lunch at 1 o'clock. Then I'm meeting a friend at 1:30. So my COVID and flu. Partner's, Mark's thinking about not having it. He's not too sure. Oh, it is our fourth. But after my son ended up with long COVID, after having the jabs as well, my 2 jabs, I did think that I am going to, and I'm going to be doing travelling. He's not. I'm going back to the UK, as I say, in hopefully a week's time. And then in March, I'll be going off to Dubai to my son there. So 7 hours on a plane. I think the jab might be a good idea. Right, there we go. So just got to pull that out like that, and that goes in. I'm quite pleased with both of them. I think I'll stick that on for during the day. See how that goes. So they're quite simple. It's using up my card supplies because I really don't often make cards anymore, and I will put that into a journal. I'll coffee dye these envelopes and put them into journals, use them. So I thought that was one way of using up my card supplies. I'm going to dig around, see what else I've got left as well. Thanks very much for watching. I very much appreciate it, and don't forget to hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed, it'd be great if you'd come along with me. And thank you to everyone that's managed to get this far in the video. Thanks a lot. Speak to you all again soon. Bye.